House Bill 129. It's an act relating to school safety, requiring training for armed public school security personnel, prohibiting certain persons from employment as armed public school personnel, providing that only a local school board or a governing body of a charter school may authorize school security personnel to carry a firearm on school premises. Section 1. A new section of Chapter 22, Article 5, NMSA 1978 is enacted to read, Local School Board Authority over who may carry a firearm on school premises. Only a local school board that has the authority to authorize school security personnel to carry a firearm on any public school premise or other school district property. The decision shall be made in an open meeting and shall be formalized as a policy of the school board. Section 2. A new section of the Charter Schools Act is enacted to read, Governing Body Authority over who may carry a firearm on charter school property. Only the governing body has the authority to authorize school security personnel to carry a firearm on any charter school premise or other charter school property. The decision shall be made in an open meeting and shall be formalized as a policy of the governing body. Section 3. A new section of the Public School Code is enacted to read, School security personnel, definitions, and required training. A. Used in this section. 1. Firearm means a handgun recommended by the Department of Public Safety and authorized by the Public School Insurance Authority. 2. Local school board includes governing bodies of charter schools. 3. School district includes charter schools. 4. School premises means A. The buildings and grounds, including playgrounds, playing fields, and parking areas, and any school bus of a public school, whether owned by the school district or under contract, in or on which school or school-related activities are being conducted under the supervision of the local school board. Or B. Any other public buildings or grounds, including playing fields and parking areas, that are not public school property in or on which school-related and school-sanctioned activities are being performed. 5. School security personnel means retired or former certified and commissioned law enforcement officers who are employed by a school district and authorized by department rules and local school board policy to carry a firearm on school premises. Section 3. Continued. A new section of the Public School Code is enacted to read, The department shall promulgate or make widely known rules to carry out the purposes of this section. And C. The department shall make widely known rules pertaining to persons who are prohibited from employment as school security personnel, including 1. The applicability of paragraph 1 or 3 of subsection A of Section 28-2-4 NMSA 1978 for criminal offenders. 2. The commitment of a felony, a misdemeanor involving moral turpitude, depravity, or wickedness that has bearing on the job of a school security personnel, formal discipline for the use of excessive force, or misconduct on or crimes that include inappropriate touching, sexual harassment, sexual assault, sexual abuse, discrimination, behavior intended to induce a child into engaging in illegal, immoral, or other prohibited behavior, crimes against children and dependents, or sexual exploitation of children, and negligent or illegal use of firearms. Section 3, a new section of the Public School Code, is enacted to read, D. Prior to the offer of employment, the school district shall require for each potential school security personnel 1. Proof that the retired or former law enforcement officer was certified and commissioned for no less than 3 years and left law enforcement in good standing. 2. Successful completion of school security personnel training. 3. Proof of up-to-date firearms training. 4. A background check that indicates that the person has not been convicted of a crime or engaged in behavior that violates the School Personnel Act. And 5, any other conditions required by law, department rule, or school district policy. Section 3 continued. A new section of the Public School Code is enacted to read, E. School security personnel shall not perform any other job in the school district by title or duty other than school security while carrying a firearm. F. Prior to the school security personnel being allowed to carry firearms authorized by department rules and local school board policy, the school security personnel must successfully pass a physical and psychological evaluation as prescribed by the department in consultation with the Public School Insurance Authority to determine suitability to carry a firearm. The school district shall pay the cost of this physical and psychological evaluation for current and potential school security personnel. G. The department and the Public School Insurance Authority shall approve of one or more school security personnel and firearms training programs. Approved programs must include working with students with special needs, cultural competency, and prohibited profiling practices. The Department of Public Safety shall make recommendations for firearms training. Section 4, Construction. Nothing in this 2019 Act shall be construed as A. Allowing an armed school security personnel to carry firearms on school premises if doing so would be a violation of state or federal law, or B. Applying to school resource officers. Section 5, Effective Date. The effective date of the provisions of this Act is July 1st, 2020.